Hello again and welcome back to Rome Mare Nostrum. So now we need to prepare for the future. Here we are good. Milanki. Marcia is this one. Oh yes, and I wanted to focus on this one. Okay, perfect. I will be able to integrate both now. And for these ones, I'll improve my reputation. Nice. So yeah, it's building time here. And I don't need you. So yeah, in terms of population, it's quite bad because the Romans are barely, a third. It's a bit more than a few months ago, but still limited. And the second largest, well, third with after the Gauls. The second largest Latin culture is Etruscan. So I might want to just talk about the Etruscans while I'm building things. Actually, well, probably people who enjoy games like Imperator Rome know about it, but you can see on this map, I hope that we have an overlay quite soon, I hope with Cicero, where we can have two kinds of culture maps, with one with the main culture and one with the second one, or when we click on it, like we have in EU4, because this is, I don't, like, really, it looks like there is only a few kinds of population there, when most people, like, you take in Brittany, like, so right now, I live here, exactly. But I come from here. Here it's exactly the same population, but like less than 60 years ago, people were still not speaking the same language here and there. So to think that here the Armoricans, as we say now, are unified here is simply false. So imagine if today people are so different with this small distance compared to the overall territory. How can it be considered as the same here? So there was a difference between the Goth, I think the Goth was just one Germanic tribe. Yeah. I have a doubt actually. I know about the Saxons, the Franks, etc. Never mind. To have all of this in the same color, yeah, they were all Celts, but I just want, if I click there, to see the difference between the Belgae, the Eudi, Helvetian, Armorican, etc. And I want to be able to do that with Italy too. And so, the Etruscans, very interestingly, I discovered that some people don't even know the name Etruscan. I hope in Italy people know it. But the Etruscans are a very, very interesting people. They were, it's Pisa now, they're independent. Okay, well that's interesting. I will be able to conquer them quite easily if they are not allied. Receive tributes from Pisa. Okay, that's cool. So they were there because they started to build themselves, like the Phoenicians and the Greeks. The Phoenicians went from there and they built a lot of cities there, and Cartage was founded. I think in 2800 years ago. It was a simple trade post, and they started to go trade and build other cities there, and the other Phoenicians did the same here in Iberia, and the Etruscans did the same, and they created. Actually, as we know today, we have very few informations about the Etruscans because they were completely assimilated inside the Roman culture. But the thing is also, as I understand it, it's very hard to see the difference between the two, because when you look at the Romans, you see a lot of common points with the Greeks, and that's perfectly logical because the amount of interactions there were between the Latins and the Greeks at that time and in the previous century was so huge that obviously the two cultures would mix. But it was the same also with the Latins and the Etruscans. And so, because the Etruscans are not Latin at first, because the Latin were living in the Latium. Obviously, all of those people that are in red had somehow huge cultural links, because there were tribes that were trading together a lot. And so, apparently, the differences we see between the Romans and the Greeks actually come from the Etruscans. Like the Romans would actually be, if I understood it well, a mix between the Greek and Etruscan cultures, and not the Greco-Roman culture being something. But we didn't know about the Etruscans for a long time, or we knew they existed. There are still a lot of traces, but the traces we have are things like this region in Italy today is still called Etruria, coming from the Etruscans. Apparently, when the Etruscans were there, a lot of the kind of architectural buildings and the roads and the way they fought and the religions and things like that were extremely similar to the Romans, but they were there before. And they were able to trade with what Caesar, Julius Caesar, called the Gauls later on. Meaning that the Etruscans, and we know that the Etruscans were a huge threat for the Romans. It's not really in this game because you start at the point where Rome is really powerful. But they traded north a lot, and they traded a bit south, and with the Greeks a lot. Actually, I might be wrong about that too, but I don't think so. Apparently, we have more knowledge about the Etruscans through Greek writings than through archaeological researches, mainly for the reason that the Etruscans completely mixed with the Romans, and so it's extremely hard now to tell the difference. And the Greeks really had really bad opinions of the Etruscans. Actually, they kind of wanted to assimilate them to the barbarians from the north, but that was actually really false, because they had real cities that were not a tribe. Is it a tribe in the game? Yes, they're called federated tribe. Actually, they were not. So, yeah. I hope in the future patches, or maybe in a future DLC, we'll have a new console soon. Well, it doesn't have a lot of money. Take that. The Etruscans could have a little, like in EU4, a specific set of decisions or missions. Because they are really a fascinating civilization, and without the Etruscans, probably the Romans would not be what they have become. Holy crap. Lots of things happening. Oh yes, I don't need... Oh, which one did I take? I don't need a good one. Ah yeah, perfect. Oh, what else can you do? Okay. And here... Nice. How popular are you? Not really. So yeah, I do hope that one day we'll have a real game, well, a game that truly shows how important for those societies in Italy the Etruscans were, and how civilized they were actually compared to most people. And the thing is, it was not just a few years before the Romans, when the Romans were still really just settling, just stopping to be a migrating tribes, like what you can see in the north or here. I think they're settled. I know here almost all migratory tribes, maybe those ones. Nope, not either. Okay, anyway. We see migratory tribes mostly in the north here, when Rome was still in around 800 BCE. The Etruscans were already a civilization in rivalry to what we could see in the east. Maybe not like Sparta or Athens or Sur or the Tyrrhenians or stuff like that, but definitely more developed than Carthage, for example, when it was founded. So 466, already 16 years. How are things? So those are the truths. I don't have a truce with them anymore. Oh no, sorry. Samnium, Etruria, and Lacania. Okay. If I was to... they have a lot of allies. 11 cohorts, 13, 22. A bit too strong for my taste. I will need to... But I actually could attack them. And then I could get all of this. Let's prepare for this. I have wood, so I can build some nice ships. I know there are lots of pirates, so we'll build everything in Ostia. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And let's prepare for that. Good action. Already nice. So, I think the manpower that the Italians can have is a bit too strong also in this game. Maybe because I didn't play major civilization. I mostly played very small ones outside of Rome. Maybe Macedon can get a lot. Yeah, you see, that's not logical. Like Rome should be just a mix of small tribes uncivilized there, except maybe for the city of Rome itself. And Macedon can barely get a maximum of 62,000 manpower in reserve, and they have lots of economic problems. Hmm. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Um, so they have a better civilization level, of course, but well, it could be understandable for just Athens. But Macedon in its entirety, like that's not possible. Let's look at Egypt. 150k, that's better. They're just badly managing their armies right now. But that's still too strong. And Carthage, yeah, I could be stronger than Carthage actually already. That's not logical at all. By the way, let's improve my legions. Just a bit. And I will start a new cavalry too. Take my time for it, but yeah. And reinforce this one. Manage point 14, that's good. That's at least better. No pirates here. Good for you. Come on. Okay. Make it corrupted. I'll make him corrupted. No, he already has Alding. Yeah, it doesn't bring any money. Oh, Lucius Cornelius Scipio. That's really close to the name of the actual historical Scipio. Nice. And I will need some new families there. So, how strong will they be? Okay, they don't have ships anymore, so I really don't care. I just need to cross. Yeah. Let's have it like that. I'll send when the war is there. I'll send just this legion. 1,220. I'll just send this legion here. And I'll keep this one in the north in case barbarians are coming, and I will reinforce this one more. That should be more than enough. And here 2 more. And that should be more than enough too. Do they have? No. That should be a really easy conquest. Yes. So, I hope you enjoyed this talk about the Etruscans. Now I'm ready for more wars. Can I actually start integration? Not yet. I still need some time for them to probably. It's getting better, but... So, I think I'm ready for war. So, it will be for the next episode. The expansion is down. Why is tyranny that up? What did I do? Is it because of that? No. I have no idea. What did I do? I went too fast. Really? Oh yeah. Oh, you were this general that I fired. And you were about to be elected consul. And you lost the election, so you became co-consul. That's fun. But then I knew that. I really enjoyed that. I don't know why, but I didn't like you. I still don't actually. Okay, well, let's stop there for today, and next time we'll take Corsica. Bye for now.